हेलो। तो क्या हुआ कि मैं रॉयल रोड में देख रहा था वेब नोवेल के लिए। अगर आपको नहीं पता कि वेब नोवेल क्या होता है, तो वेब नोवेल नोवेल होता है कि जो इंटरनेट में मिलता है। मतलब ये डिजिटली डायरेक्ट लिखा जाता है वेब नोवेल्स। और उसके बाद कभी कभी इसका एडाप्टेशन होता है लाइट नोवेल में, मतलब जो आप कॉपी देखते हो। और कभी कभी इसका मानवा मांगा इसमें भी एडाप्टेशन हो जाता है, या फिर डायरेक्ट होता है कि उसका एनिमे एडेप्टेशन हो जाता है, मूवी में भी एडेप्टेशन हो जाता है कभी कभी। जैसे लॉर्ड ऑफ द मिस्ट्रीज है, उस वो एक वेब नॉवेल ही था पहले। और जैसे री ज़ीरो है, वो भी वेब नॉवेल है। मुशुके टेंसे जॉबलेस री इनकारनेशन, ये सारे वेब नॉवेल था पहले। जैसे नैनो मशीन, वो भी वेब नॉवेल है। उसके बाद उसका मांगा आया, मानहवा आया। सो आप एनिमे एडेप्टेशन भी हो रहा है उसका। सो यू गेट द पॉइंट कि ये एक फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट जैसा होता है कि वेब नोवेल जो फ्री फ्री में कभी भी मिल जाता है, कभी भी पेड भी होता है कभी कभी। तो ऐसा ही एक ऐप है रॉयल रोड नाम से, जिसमें वेब नोवेल मिलता है। बहुत सारे वेब नोवेल्स यहाँ पर फ्री में मिलते हैं आपको। आप यहाँ पर रीड कर सकते हो बहुत सारे वेब नोवेल्स। तो मैं रॉयल रोड यूज़ करता हूँ। तो उस रॉयल रोड ऐप में मैं स्क्रॉल कर रहा था, तो मुझे एक वेब नोवेल मिला। आप अगर चाहते हो तो वेब नोवेल पढ़ना, तो रॉयल रोड ऐप डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। मतलब ये पेड प्रमोशन नहीं है, ऐसा ही मैं यूज़ करता हूँ इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ। और अगर आपको ऐप डाउनलोड नहीं करना, तो आप डायरेक्ट उनके वेबसाइट से देख सकते हो। मतलब क्रोम या फिर कोई भी ब्राउज़र में जाओ, वहाँ पर जाकर रॉयल रोड वेब नोवेल लिखो, डायरेक्ट तुम पहुँच जाओगे उनके वेबसाइट में। वहाँ पर तुम देख सकते हो वेब नोवेल। लॉगिन करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, तुम डायरेक्ट पढ़ सकते हो। तो मैं ब्राउज़ कर रहा था रॉयल रोड ऐप में, तो मुझे ये वाला वेब नोवेल मिला, जिसका प्रोटैगनिस्ट का नाम था भैरवा। यहाँ पर देख सकते हो तुम, भैरवा, ये 22 ईयर्स ओल्ड कॉलेज स्टूडेंट। तो मुझे नाम सुन के लगा कि शायद ये एक इंडियन ऑथर होगा। तो फिर मैंने ऑथर का नाम चेक किया, जिसका नाम था डार्क एंजल जी के। पर इसका जो कवर है ये वाला, वहाँ पर नाम लिखा है भाई गोपाला कृष्णन, डार्क एंजल। तो सुन के तो लगता ही ये एक इंडियन ऑथर होगा, इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि चलो एक बार ट्राई कर ही लेते हैं इसे। तो मैं सोचा कि डायरेक्ट इसको रिकॉर्ड कर लेता हूँ, और फिर मैं आप सभी से शेयर करूँगा और डिस्कस करते हैं इसके बारे में। तो इसका 843 व्यू से 35 एवरेज व्यू। तो चलो शुरू करते हैं पहले। चैप्टर 2 नहीं, चैप्टर 1। चैप्टर 2 इसलिए आया क्योंकि मैंने एक बार क्लिक किया था चैप्टर 1 में। सो डायरेक्ट उसके बाद का चैप्टर दिखा दिया था, इसलिए। तो चैप्टर 1 द नाइट से हम शुरू करते हैं। August 16, 2008. A young couple stepped out of a luxurious restaurant, their faces glowing with satisfaction from the exquisite meal they had just enjoyed. As they lingered outside, soaking in the crisp night air, one of them let out a concentrated sigh. That was the best dinner I have ever had. Absolutely incredible. The gentle breeze carried their voices into the night, blending with the distant hum of the city. Koti, a handsome young man of about 25, turned to his companion with an intensity in his gaze. His eyes lingered on her, admiration and hesitation flickering across his face. Summoning courage, he softly called her name. Krishi, I want to tell you something. Beside him, Krishi, equally young and radiant, stood beneath the glow of the streetlight. The soft illumination cast a warm halo around her. एसेंचुरिंग, मुझे इस वर्ड का मतलब नहीं पता, जस्ट हम यहाँ पर देख लेते हैं कि एसेंटरिंग का मतलब क्या होता है। Centering, the act of emphasizing, highlighting, or something specific, featuring more noticeable. Okay. As entering her delicate features, she turned to him, curiosity laced in her voice. Yes, Kutti, what is it? What is it? He looked at her, suddenly caught off guard by the way of the light illuminated her face. His heart pounded, a nervous blush creeping across his cheeks. In the moment, his courage faltered, turned away, and he muttered, "No, nothing, never mind." Chris frowned slightly, brushing a stray strand of hair behind her ears as he observed him. "That is strange. What happened?" Kotti hesitated, then glanced upward, grasping for an escape. "The moon is really beautiful tonight, is not it?" Krishi followed his gaze. Her expression softened as she saw the full moon glowed like silver in the dark sky, and the glow of the moon reflected in her eyes. They stood close to each other, both staring at the vast sky above. Then, in a gentle voice, Kurti spoke again, his words carrying a deeper meaning. "Do you know the earth is unlucky in love?" Krishi furrowed her brows, confusion. "What?" He smiled faintly. His voice tingled with quiet emotion. "The earth loves the moon, and the moon has always been nearby. Every day, every night, every second, the moon stays within earth's sight." तो मुझे लगता है कि मतलब मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये वाला कि ये जो कैरिंग ए डीपर मीनिंग है, ये अगर नहीं लिखते, डायरेक्टली मेंशन नहीं करते तो अच्छा होता शायद. She turned to him, puzzled, sensing something beyond the words, and Kutti's voice growing softer as he were telling his own story. "And yet, the earth can never reach the moon. No matter how much it longs for it, it can't grasp it, not even to confess its love." His words lingered in the night air, carrying unspoken feelings Krishi could never sense. What Kutti is telling, and gazed up at the glowing moon, a soft smile forming as she spoke. "You don't know the full story. It may be true that Earth loves the moon, but you don't understand their relationship. The moon revolves around the Earth. Wherever Earth goes, the moon follows. And do you know why? Because the moon has already fallen in the love in the fallen in love with the earth." Her voice was gentle, yet filled with meaning. Could listen, but as she continued, he realized she was not talking about moon anymore. She was speaking about herself. "The earth does not need to confess, because the moon has always known they were meant for each other." She stepped closer, her fingers slowly wrapping around his hand. Her gaze remained on the sky, yet every word she spoke felt directed at him. "The moon knows that if she ever leaves, the earth would destroy itself. That is why she would not leave." Koti felt her fingers entwine with his heartbeat quickening as his face flushed red. He swallowed hard, his emotions almost overwhelming him. Krishi's soft gaze lifted toward the sky. "And who said the earth can never reach the moon? There is always a chance for the earth to show its love, a chance for the earth to reach the moon." Kutti followed her gaze and saw something staring in the sky. High above them, the full moon glowed like a silver fire. From the edge, a shadow crept toward, consuming its light piece by piece. The night grew heavy, filled with anticipation. It was the night of the lunar eclipse. Kotti breathed, caught as he watched the scene unfolding like a cosmic truth. The earth was actually touching the moon. She looked Moon with a shy, blushing smile and murmured, "Just like that, your moon will never leave you either." Overwhelmed with happiness, Koti tightened his grip on her hand, pulling her closer. Together they stood beneath the vast sky, their gazes locked on the moon. The shadow of the earth began to creep across the surface. The lunar eclipse had begun. Koti held her hand tightly, his eyes fixed on the moon, where the earth's shadow was slowly consuming. "Are you there?" Krishi asked softly, shaking his shoulder. Koti blinded, pulled from his thoughts and turned to her. The streetlight illuminated her face and she repeated gently, "What is it?" In the moment, Koti realized the truth. He had not confessed his love. Everything he had imagined was only on his mind. Looking into her eyes, he longed to speak the feelings he had hidden for so long. He wanted to confess just as he has dreamed, had dreamed. He wanted to confess just as he had dreamed, but doubt clouded his heart. If I tell her, what will she say? What if she does not feel the same? She, my closest friend. If I propose, I might lose her friendship, and I can't imagine a life, no, not even a single day without her. Struggled between love and friendship, and in the end, friendship won. He decided to remain silent. Koti lifted his head toward the sky and said quietly, "Nothing. It is just that the eclipse is about to begin." Krishi looked up, her eyes widening in the wonder. "Wow, beautiful, is not it?" Koti turned to her, his gaze lingering on her face. The moonlight reflected in her eyes, her features glowing softly. His heart melted, overflowing with love. His heart swelled with happiness and he smiled. Yes, very beautiful. At the moment, he felt that nothing more was needed in his life. This single moment was enough to carry him forward. He wanted to confess his love, to hold her, to kiss her, to become the other half of her soul. But fear held him back, the fear of losing her. And where there is a fear of losing, there is love, the purest form of love, where happiness is found not in possession but in seeing the one you love happy. With that, Koti made his choice. He would love her silently for the rest of his life. He would live in his imagination, chasing the moments they shared. Even if she never knew the depth of his feeling, his happiness would always depend on hers. His feelings remained unspoken. While the unspoken love was glowing under the moonlight, the two police van siren blares as it speeds down the road. Vehicles swiftly cleared the way, making space for the vans as it rushed forward with high speed. As the police vans raced down the road at high speed, 10 officers, 5 in each vehicle, held their position ready for action. The wailing sirens pierced night, drowning out the murmurs of the restless city. In the lead van, a middle aged officer with a thick mustache and a strict, authoritative face sat in firm position. The head officer, Narasimha, in the passenger seat with a phone pressed to his ear. "Pick up, come on," he muttered. Suddenly, a sharp voice crackled through the walkie talkie, filled with frustration. "You damn lazy cops! Still not at location. What are you even doing? Everyone is watching." Narasimha grabbed the device. "We are on our way, sir. We will be there soon. We will handle it." With that, he switched off the walkie talkie, exhaling sharply as the device clicked into silence, his words carrying the weight of long, grueling nights. "What do you know about working in the field? Giving orders is easy. Chasing and capturing a criminal is another thing entirely." And tried to call someone on the mobile again. Beside him, the driver passed down hard on the accelerator, propelling the van even faster. Moments later, they screeched to the halt in front of building. The doors swung open and the officers poured out in a hurry. Residents had gathered on the roadside, murmurs spreading like wildfire. They had expecting this moment. Come on, move. Search every corner of the house. The officers stormed into the house, boots pounding against the floorboards, their eyes scanning every shadow, every corner. Outside, the commission spilled into the streets. A woman stepped out, glancing around in confusion. Turning to her neighbors, she asked, "What is happening? Why are the cops here at this hour?" The neighbors scoffed. "Seriously, you have not seen? It is all over the internet." The woman's eyes widened and her breath caught as she hearing what was happened. The weight of the reality crashed over her, shock spreading through every fibre of her being. The officer scoured every inch of the house, leaving no corner unchecked. On the first floor, two officers came upon a locked door and attempted to open it. It was locked. Their heart pounded as one of them shouted, "He is in here." All the officers rushed to the door, forming a tight perimeter with the pistol drawn. The head officer Narasimha gave the signal to breach, and two officers exchanged a quick nod, preparing to force their way in. Just as they pistoned, sorry, just as they positioned themselves to strike, the handle twisted. It was being opened from inside. Every cop tensed, their grips tightening on their open, ready for whatever was about to emerge. As the door cracked open, a shadow spilled across the floor, stretching under the dim glow of the heavy lights. Every officer stiffened, pistol raised, their eyes locked on the figure emerging from the room. A young man emerged no older than 22, gray haired. Wow. His glasses speckled with blood, his hands, his clothes, his every presence bore the crimson stain of violence. In his left hand, he gripped a bloodied knife, in his right, a pistol, steady and unshaken. He moved without hesitation. He raised the weapon, pointing it directly at the head officer. The officer responded instantly, gripping their firearms tighter, their aim locked on him, ready for any sudden movement. Despite the chaos unfolding, the head officer stood firm, his gaze unwavering. Fear had no place in his eyes, only control, only certainty. Certainty. The boy stood in his grip firm on the pistol, his breath steady, despite the tension pressing down on him. How did I end up here? The thought echoed through his mind. I am Bhairava. I am just a normal citizen staying in Azagi city. Azagi city. Most probably it is the spelling, na? Azagi City, who competed complete who completed college not very long back. Yet here I am pointing a gun at a cop. He never imagined this moment, never thought in his life would spiral into something so irreversible. There is no going back now. They came to arrest me because I killed my parents. His fingers curled tighter around the grip. Yes, I killed them. No hesitation, no denial, just acceptance. His finger twisted against the trigger. Would he pull it? Would he surrender? Would he run? The silence stretched between them, thick and suffocating, as it the entire world had paused in anticipation. No movement, no words, only the weight of the movement hanging, waiting to the tip in one direction or the other. I am just a common human who longed to happy with his happy life, longed for his I am just a common human who longed for happy life. His mind drifted backward, pulled into the depths of memory the moment everything changed. ओके, तो ये पब्लिश हुआ था 2 दिसंबर 2025 में। और इसको रीराइट किया गया रिसेंटली, तो ये 11 मई को इसको रीराइट किया गया है। अच्छा, तो सही था, मतलब अच्छा ही था। बस पहला वाला जो कृषि और कृषि और पेटी था ना, कृषि और कौन है, और एक जो कोट्टी, हाँ, कोट्टी का जो लव एंगल दिखाया गया है उसका मीनिंग अभी तक नहीं बना। होप करता हूँ वो आगे बन जाए या फिर एक सिग्निफिकेंट कैरेक्टर हो। अगर नहीं हुआ तो वो एक डिसअपॉइंटिंग ओपनिंग है। और अगर किसी भी तरफ कनेक्टेड है, फ्यूचर में आ जाए तो समझ में आएगा। पर फिलहाल के लिए हम्म, मतलब एंड वाला पार्ट बहुत अच्छा है। जब से वो कॉप वाला एलिमेंट आया है उसके बाद इंटरेस्टिंग हो चुका है। पर जो सामने वाला पोर्शन है ना, जो लव एंगल है, वो अभी तक कोई मीनिंग होल्ड नहीं कर रहा। सो वो एक प्रॉब्लम है, मतलब अभी तक मुझे एक प्रॉब्लमेटिक लगा, क्योंकि कोई कनेक्शन नहीं बैठ रहा इन सब के बीच। ठीक है, तो उसने बोला हाउ डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस चैप्टर। ओके, उसके बाद हम वोट कर देते हैं। ओके, ठीक है, तो यही है। आ, आज के लिए रख देते हैं फिर। बाय।